Hello viewers, today I'll be teaching you how to build a website from the beginning till the very end. I mean, I'll be covering every single aspect of website building that exists from the very start, that is the registration form, which is the door through which new users can gain entry or access into your platform, to the login form for already members, people who are already members on your website, to the creation of the database, to the acceptance of user input, hosting it, and everything that is involved. I mean everything that is involved in building a website till the time you get a domain name and launch it. I'll be covering everything here, right here for you on my channel, right here. So this is part 1 of the video. I'll be covering the other aspects that will involve hosting and serving it, and then the purchasing of the domain name. I'll be using a computer to do those ones. So let's get started with the registration form. That is the only way new users can gain access into your website. Let's start. So I'm moving over to HTML tester. I'll wait for it to load up. Once it loads, we begin our project in earnest. So let's create a new project right here and name it website.html. For better understanding, let's delete whatever has been done by the application previously. Now we do our Doctype declaration. I'll be taking it slow, I mean slowly, to assist you understand better. Doctype, you set your doctype to HTML. This time around, we won't be using JavaScript, we'll be using HTML and CSS majorly. If JavaScript will come into the picture later, I will let you guys know right here on this channel. Please stay tuned, do not miss any part of this video. To the next line, as usual, you add your HTML. Also, when you are building a website, you consider what type of website do you want to build, what kind of audience do you want to reach, who are the people you are carrying in mind, people you are having in mind, and is the website for children, is it for the youth, is it for adults, is it for the elderly people? You have to consider all that. Well, I'll be covering everything, every aspect of it right here on this channel. Stay tuned, just keep watching. And also, when you finally know the type of website you want to build, you now get a way to start implementing it, just like I'm doing right here. So here for the title, I'll be giving it Building a Website from the very beginning till the end. Yes, this should be our title for this project. So if you are following me, get your PC or whatever it is you are using to build yours, just get it and follow me and start doing yours, because I'll be covering everything. I mean everything, practically everything that is involved in building websites. So we close our head tag that we opened previously. Under it, we declare our body tag, open body tag. Let's immediately close the body tag so that we won't forget to close it. Then we close our HTML. Let me quickly explain what we have done here. This Doctype HTML on the first line specifies that it's a HTML5 document, to be precise. The second line, which says HTML, specifies or is telling the interpreter that basically all you are doing, or generally most of what you'll be doing here, is HTML. So if you are building with me right now, this is what all these tags here means. So this head tag, if you are using a browser, when you are surfing the net, those stuff they write, maybe when you are searching whether how to build a website, those stuff they write up there in the title bar of your laptop or your computer or whatever, that is what is contained right here in the head. And what you see there is whatever it writes within the opening and the closing title tag. So this is the closing head tag, this is the opening body tag, this is the closing body tag, and this is the closing HTML tag. Just stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel, share the video. I repeat, I'll be taking it really slow so that you can understand every aspect of it. We give space for our work. Then right here, since we'll be doing internal styling, when you are using CSS styling, we have three major ways of using CSS styling. It's either you are doing an external styling, that is, your CSS file is in a separate file, then you are anchoring it into the file, or you are doing internal styling like we are doing right here, or you are doing inline styling, that is between all HTML tags. So since this time around we'll be using inline styling, this is how to go about it. Internal styling, this is how to go about it. Our input, first of all, we first start by styling input for the text part, for our text part where we'll be entering text, and then also where we'll be using a clickable select box. We start by declaring the width. So you declare the width. We set our width to 100%. Yeah, 100%. I'll be taking it really slow so that you can follow. For you beginners, width 100%, border radius I'll be setting up my border radius to 4px, that is 4 pixels. Also do well to set yours to 4 pixels here. Border sizing, I'll be setting my border sizing to border box. You should also do the same. Do not change anything here except you are very sure of what it will give you as result. So border sizing, border box, set yours to border box. Remember, you have to do well to create your registration form. Make it to look as nice as you can make it to look. Design it very well. Try your best to design it well, because your registration form is like the doorway through which new users can gain access to your website. So I'll be setting my border to 1px solid hash CCC. That is a shade of gray, looks like ash. So right here I'll be setting my padding to 5px, or rather let's set it to 12px20. Don't use 5px, set it to 12px20. Then set your margin. I'll be setting my margin right now to 8px0. Do not change anything in yours. I repeat, please do not change anything except you are sure of what it will give you as an output. Otherwise, for you beginners, please just follow what I'm doing. Do not change anything. So I'm setting my display to Inline-Block. 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 Now when you are setting your display to Inline-Block, what it simply means is you don't want the input field or whatever property it is you are using this display property to style. You don't want it to spread right out and cover other properties on your website. So just follow and do as you are seeing me doing right here. So right here we declare for our input type you set your type to submit. That is for our button. For the submit button, input submit. it will be the same thing almost, just that we'll be having some little modifications. Width, you also set your width to 100%, just like we did for our text value or our text field. Then also set border to none, border none, because it's not a text field, so border should be set to none. You can do otherwise, but do not do something that, do not just go away, like do not do something that is very different from what I'm doing right here. Just follow the steps. Then padding, you can set your padding to 12px 20. Then set your margin to 14px 0. 14px 0. Do not change anything, please. Do not change anything. Just do yours like I'm doing mine. Then set your cursor property. Set it to pointer, because it's going to be a button actually. Cursor pointer. Okay, also set your border radius just like the input type. Like I said earlier, we won't be doing anything much different from what we've done for our input type that was set to text earlier. So border radius, you set your border radius to 4px also. 4px. Display. Let's see if setting our display to Inline-Block. Let's just set it to Inline-Block and see what it gives us at the end. Just follow me. Just do as I do. Then div, design for the div. Padding. Okay, let's start from our border radius for the div. Start from the border radius. Just do as I do. Border radius should also be, I'll set my border radius to 5px. Padding, I'll be setting my padding to 40px instead. Or let's just do it so that you won't get lost, so that you beginners won't be lost. Let us close the style and let's just go ahead and add some input field. Declare your heading 1 tag. Remember, I'm still coming back to the padding I'm setting. I'm still coming back to that. So let's say, please fill out this form. Please fill out this form. I'm just rushing ahead for you beginners so that you won't get lost right at the middle of what we are doing. So you close your heading 1 tag, and then you come here and then label for. Set your label for to, let's say, F name. Come here and type name. Close the label. And then come here and type input type. Text. Name. Set your name to whatever name it is you'll be given in your database. Name, this time around I'll be setting my name to first name. Just do as I do, please. I'm just doing this so that you beginners won't get lost. Otherwise, you're supposed to do more styling to the div. So let's run it and see what we have just for you beginners to see. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop every question in the comment box below. Yes, this is what it will give you, a nice input field for you beginners that are like, you can't wait to see what it will give us. So this is what it will give you. Yes, so we can go back now and do our styling to our div. So you declare your div, you move right under here, background color, I'll be using hash F2. It's just a shade of, like I say, it looks like gray also, but a lighter shade of the normal gray that you know. Then set border radius to 5px. Set your border radius to 5px if you are following me now. Do not do anything different from what I'm doing, please. Then set your padding. Let's see, let's check out how 40px on our padding will be. Let's see. Then you close it right here. We are not done yet with styling our input type submit, please. Then right under here, when you are trying to apply your div in HTML, you put the div right under your heading one tag. That is, after what you've written, you put the div right there. Then right before the closing body tag, before this closing body tag, you add your closing div. And then let's run it just for a beginner so that you won't get lost, so that you know what we are doing. Yes, this is what it will give you. It's correct. This is what it will give you. At least for you beginners, you have seen what it will give us. So let's go back and do let's just do it the way we are supposed to do it, taking it step by step. Let's do it stepwise, please. Just have patience. I will cover everything like I said earlier. Then also, for the styling for the input type submit, you also add color white. Set your color to white so that it will look really nice. You remember, we have to design it properly. So now you get this input type, which was set to submit previously on this line. Submit. You put your colon, hover, that is hover, what you want to be carried out, what you want it to be changed to when a user, maybe a user who is using a computer, when he drops his cursor or he just hovers his cursor right over your submit button. Now let's use CSS to add what we want to happen to it. So right here, border radius, or let's just say background color, should be red. Then we could close it here. Then also right here, add for your button, background color, you could set it to blue. Blue is okay. Blue is okay. Please do not do anything different from what I'm doing right now. Just follow me. Do all you are seeing me do right here. Then we declare another open label tag. A label tag. Label for, you set the for value to maybe name. That is a short form for last name. Let's specify that this field should be for the user's first name. Yeah, that first field is for the user's first name. Then this second field is for the user's last name. You close your label. close label, then right under here you declare your input type. Set your input type to text. We've already pre-designed it when we are doing the design in our style tag. Input type text, name. Remember the name, you set the name to whatever it is you'll be giving it in your database to store the user's name. Let's run it so that you beginners can see what we will have. So it's here, first name, last name. Okay, let's go back and continue. Then if while you are building your website you want to accept the user's phone number, like the user's mobile number, the user's email, later the user's password, here is how to do the designing. Let's come up here, go back to our style property, you come right here, give space, then this time around you do your inputs, put your square bracket, make sure it's closed. If it's any far from it, it won't work. I can assure you it won't work. Input type, you set the type to email. You use your first, which is the left open curly bracket. You set the width to 100%. Please don't do anything different, just do it the way I'm doing my own. Remember, not 100px, 100%. Border radius, you also set a border radius to 4px. Border sizing also will be border box. You set your border to 1px solid gray, or solid #CCC. To the next line, your padding, set your padding to 12px 20. Your margin to 8px 0, 8px space 0. Your display, set it to Inline-Block. Display Inline-Block. Yep. Then you close it. You move over and set another styling for input type. Set this time around, let it be for phone, which is, you set the input type to number. This is where you are declaring the design for the field where the user will enter his mobile number. So you set your width again to 100%, 100% exactly. Now, just like we did right up here, you set your border radius to 4px. It is 4 pixels. It is CSS value. You just do all what you did for your input type email. You come, set your border sizing to border box. Sorry, you do that on the next line. Border sizing, you set it to border box. You set your border to 1px. 1px solid #ccc, padding to 12px20, margin to 8px0, 8 pixels, then 0. Then you set your display to Inline-Block. Display set to Inline-Block. Inline-Block. Yep, that's our styling for our number field. Then right here, let's just go straight and do our styling for our password field. Input type, set the type to password. You come here with set your width to 100%. Please do not do anything different from what I'm doing right now, so that you won't make mistakes. Set your border radius to 4px. To the next line, you set your border sizing to border box. To the next line, you set your border to 1px border, 1px solid #ccc. It's a shade of gray, a lighter shade of gray. You set your padding to 12px20, 12 pixels, then 20. You set your margin to 8px0, margin 8px0. Then you set your display to Inline-Block. Then you close it right here. So now we can move over and just go straight to implement and build our website's registration form. So right here, declare label for, set your label for, let's say, email. Type your email. Then you close your label. Then right under here, your input type. Since you are expecting the user to enter an email, it won't be text. Text is wrong. So input type will be email this time around. Then the name will be the name you are going to give it right in your database. So let's just use email. Then let's run it and see what we have. Yeah, this is what it will look like. So we can go back and continue our work. Then right under here, you make a label for, set your label for to phone. And right here, type mobile number. Close your label. And then right under here, do your input type. Since this time around you're expecting the user to input a number, you do your input type number. name. The name, I repeat, will be the name you give it in your database where you store the user's details, the user's complete details for future use. Input type, number, name, phone. Let's run it and see what we get. Please subscribe to this channel, share the video to other beginners. If you're having any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section below. Now let's pay attention to what happens in each of these input fields. Right here for the first name, when we click, it displays numbers on our keyboard. Let's go ahead and delete it. Here for the last name, also number. Then right here for the email, it gives both numbers and then what? It brings out this art. But here the art has gone. When you come here, it brings out the art. So when we come here, observe, once you click for input type number, the keyboard changes to just numbers. So let's go back and continue our work. Number, then right here, label for set this label for to be, let's say, country. Yeah, label for, let's set it country. Then your country. Remember, our aim is to build a website that will allow new users to register, and then we store all their details in our database for future use. So you close the label, and then right under here, you declare your select. Remember, we've already designed for our select right up here. We've designed our select right here on that line. So you move down here and include it below here. So select, you name it, let's say country, just the name you are going to give it in your database. Country. Then you move to this part, and then you write your country. Oh, sorry, we've already done that up. So right here you come. Remember, if you want to offer your users options, you use the option value. You set the value to, let's say, America. Yeah, you can set it to America. That is for one of the countries. Then you type America for the user to be able to see what he's selecting. Then you close the first option. Under here, option value, set it to Nigeria, just the way you want it to appear in your database. Then set this one to Nigeria. You close your option right here, move to this part, option value, you set it to maybe China. This time around I'm just choosing countries randomly. You could search the net for the complete list of countries. You should offer your users the complete list of countries so that they'll be able to choose their various countries. So China right here, you close the option right under here. Let's just do some more. Option value, let's say Egypt. You type Egypt right here. you close option. Right under here, let's just do one more. Option value South Africa. South Africa. Then right here, type South Africa. South Africa, close option. Then right under here, remember, like I always say, all open tags must be closed. So the select you opened here, you close it right here. So let's run it and see what we have for you beginners who are eager to know what we will have by now. So yes, it has given us a list. Yes, right now we are just having about 5 options to choose from. So we can move back and continue our work like it was running fine. Then right here, you do your label for password. Remember, we've declared some designs for our password right on this part. So we don't need to further design it. Just go down and include it and continue our work. So password, close label. Then right under here, you do your input type. Password. Name. Password. Let's run it so that you see what we have already. Please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to other beginners, please. Let's see. Okay, here it conceals all it is we are typing. Let's move back and then we do our submit button. Label for, set your label for now to submit. Submit. Then you can type, or rather we do not need to type anything. As you've done your label for submit, you come here, or we could just leave it blank. You do your input type. Please, if you are following me, do your input type right now. Leave that part. You can delete that part and then go straight input type for submit. Input type submit. Value register. Set a value to register. Let's run it and see what we have. Yeah, a blue button. Once the user drops the cursor on it, it turns red like we designed it previously. So now, being that we'll be using PHP to accept the user's input, we will give the button a name. Also, when you are preparing to collect the user's input from a form, you also name your button. So let's name it register. You close here. Then let's run it. Please subscribe to this channel, like and share the video. If you observe, everything is down too close. The form is jam-packed, so let's move back and space them out. Let's space them out right here. You come right under this part that is written first name. Add a BR tag. Let's run it and see its effects on our website. Okay, not much, so let's add one more tag, one more BR tag. Let's run it. Here it has spaced it out a little bit. So over here, BR, here again, BR, here again, BR. Make them 2 if you are following me. Just under your select box, 2 BR tags, which is the line break tag in HTML. Under your password, BR. Let's run it and see what we have. Yeah, it's now spaced out, just like what we wanted. Now also, being that we're expecting the form to be submitted, we declare our form type right here. Oh, I forgot to add the body tag. So here is the opening body tag. And then right here, you declare the opening form tag, form action. You set your action to post, form action post. Or rather, you set your form action to the name of this very page is website.html. Website.html. Then you set your method to post. Form method, you set your method to post. Yes, then right under here, you add your closing form just right under the submit button. If you put it before the submit button, it won't work. So you put it right under the submit button. So let's run it and see what we have. Yeah, just exactly the way we wanted it. So if you followed me through to this level, I want to say a big congratulations to you. You have succeeded in creating a doorway through which new users will gain access into your website, which is the very first stage of it. This is just the beginning of it. This is the registration part where the user can enter his name. Let's say I'm a user and I want to fill this form to gain entry into your website. I enter my first name, which is Mark, my last name, which is Chidozie, then my email, which is storyhub8@gmail.com. My mobile number is 08085443216. Then choose Nigeria as my country. Then enter my password, maybe 123456789. Then as I hit register now, being that our form action was set to this very page, so it won't move anywhere. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel, share the video, like the video. If you're having any question, drop it for me in the comment section below. I will surely do something about your question. If it takes me making a video to answer your question, I'll make a video just to answer your question, to make sure you understand the basics of what it is you are doing. Like I said, this is the very first stage of building a website. So if you did this, congratulations to you once again. A big kudos to you, because this is no baby task you've just carried out here. So just save this work as, whether it's website.html like I did save mine. The rest I'll either be using my phone to continue it, or when it's time for us to get to the aspect, we'll be using a PC, that's a computer, to continue the project. I'll let you know. When it's time for the database building, I'll also let you know. For the hosting, I will also let you guys know right here on this my channel. So you that asked me how you could start building your own website, like you asked in the comment section, this is a video. It's as an answer to that your question. Thank you very much. I love you all. Please share the video, like the video. Thanks and God bless you. Please stay tuned.